Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go, let's go. Ow, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What up? What up? What up? What up? No, I'm late. I'm the late one. I should have been here yesterday. I had to tell y'all about. I've been having a beautiful summer. Hey, Ambrosia. Good morning to you, boo. What up, Sticks girl? Good morning, Naries. What is poppin'? Shout out, shout out. What up? What up? Thank y'all for coming through this morning. I know it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Some of y'all probably laying in the bed with your phone in your hand or your TV screen on, like I was. I was literally laying down in my bed. Hey, hot spicy tea. Good morning, boo. You never late, always on time. Always on time. Yeah, now I switched the live from yesterday. I woke up yesterday and was like, I definitely need to. I had a hangover. I had went out. Well, I didn't go out the night before. My friend, he stays like down the street from me, and he's a little fancy, a little fancy girl. I ain't as fancy as he is, but he has a rooftop pool. They have a pool on their rooftop, and he invited some of the girls over. And so it was like, you can bring a plus person with you. So it was me, and I invited somebody to come with me. And we get over there, and mind you, he invited like 6 people plus one. So it was like 12 healthy people around. So it was like 6 people upstairs at the pool, and the rest of them was in his unit. So we get there, we're in the unit. I'm like, where everybody else at? He's like, they're upstairs at the pool. I'm like, oh shit, let me go change and go upstairs, because that was my whole purpose of going. So I go upstairs, and we drinking, we having a good time in the pool, and then these 3 white guys walk in. Now they had to be 38, 40, late 30s, early 40s, but I know they were old because one of them was balding, like straight down the middle and hair on the sides. So now I did not know this was the rule. Nobody said to me, hey, Roman, the rule is that because I guess it's been so hot and people have been getting in these pools lately, that per guest that lives there, they could only have up to 6 people joining them, including themselves. So it was a total of 6 guests per one person in the pool. Well, shit, when me and my friend brought our asses up there, it was 7, 8 of us. So, and it was some white girls there too. So we was kicking it with the white girls, and it was, we was kicking it. They was in the Beyonce. We all jamming, having a good old time. And then these 3 dudes started yapping. Hey, it's a limit. And so I'm looking, I said, I know that they're not talking to me. He's the one that lives here. They ain't talking to me. And so, slowly after surely, we all started shading the fuck out of him. Like, what the fuck is the problem? Ain't nobody up here. This nigga done called the damn security downstairs at the front desk. They done came upstairs talking about there's a limit. I'm like, but there's nobody else up here but us. What's the big deal? So you know what happened? Those white girls were like, oh, they're our guests as well. And I said, get the fuck out of here. So we ended up having a good time. Those dudes walked, they was mad because they was trying to get play to them girls. They was trying to like get them to get them some attention. But my thing is, first of all, y'all ugly as fuck. Second of all, y'all might as well let us have them, give them a good time, get them drunk, liquored up, so y'all can do what y'all do. We was in there trying to have a good time. We definitely ain't want them. You saw us dancing on them, but that was just being cute. Ain't nobody. So they ended up leaving. I was glad. I was like, bye. I'm sitting there looking like, and once they left, we all clapped. They had a good time, and I got fucked up. Okay, I got fucked up on some Jack Daniels. I had a strawberry margarita. That shit was good. I continued. So I had a really good time Thursday night. Needless to say, I woke up Friday morning like, whoa, my head was talking to me. Like, so that's about where I've been at. That's what happened to me, child. I'm at this motherfucking job trying to leave early. Okay. Where the fuck you been? Or no, it's been me. It's been a summer. I've been really enjoying these last couple of days. I was telling myself, I was like, watch when it start getting colder outside. You're gonna be very more so active. And so I really have. It's been things popping up, cuties around. I just been trying to be a part of the situation. Hey Joe, what up? What up? What up? What up? Hey news crew. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Jay Parrish. Good morning to you all. Yes. Let me talk about that. So I know I have been very, very much so absent, not as active on my YouTube channel like you're typically used to me being, especially my morning show and dropping uploads. But I'm just telling you, give me this little bit of time to enjoy and get some life, because I think that's what helps you as a better content creator, having a little bit of life. So I've been having some good times. But I'm still here. I'm not persuaded or dissuaded to go anywhere. I'm enjoying this. I enjoy the news crew. I have a great time thinking about topics to share with you all. So I'm here for the long haul. I'm not here for the short term. Ain't nothing, nothing is deterring me from you all. But I do want to say, news crew, do not fail me and not hit these like buttons. Please hit the like button. The last couple of videos, the likes have been like a little bit less than 50, and I've been trying to keep it above 50, so that at least I'm in your algorithm. You see me put a video out, it shares in your algorithm. And at the very least, I'm definitely active on my community wall. I try to share any news, anything that comes, and I say like, oh shit, I first think of y'all and I share with you all, then my TT, and then my friends. So I'm with you all. I'm here in the trenches. Okay, yes, I am having one of them summers. And you know what? It's weird because I said God would give me a like a nice little summer. And then this whole man is trying to date me for real, for real. Like he's he wants me to take him serious. And I be laughing and shit. I'm like, damn. And so I'll be asking, like, why does that happen when you be like having the best time of your life, right? I'm talking about good times. And then you got this motherfucker in your ear, like, I hope you're having a good night. I'm missing you. And you be looking at your phone like, oh my God, what the what? I'll be wanting to send like a list of things you could be doing. Like, damn. Sir, enjoy your summer. Okay, you need to go on the summer schedule. You better get that summertime smashing. That's what I think is so important, because it's gonna be cold pretty soon, and the fall will be approaching pretty soon, which I love the fall. I love the fall season. That is my season. When after like Labor Day, and we get into my birthday month, and we get into November, I love the fall season. Your wall has been popping. I've been trying to keep y'all updated, especially like when I saw that Kim K and Pete Davidson split. First thing I said was, we already knew that was just a smash. Once she knew he had BDE, okay, and we already know she likes BD triple E, right? So I'm looking like, yeah, that don't wear off. Y'all know exactly how it is. You get with somebody, that's why I say I don't do pretty boys, because that wears off very fucking fast. My experience of dating like dudes and shit, them pretty boys, the prettiness wears off, and then you start to see I want to see the real shit up front, and then I'll get the pretty later. And I think with Kim K and shit, we talking about it now. I think she was like infatuated with Pete Davidson. It was a quick move on from Kanye West. And it was, what else you gonna do with Pete Davidson? I mean, being Kim Kardashian. And then Pete Davidson, what else you gonna do with Kim Kardashian? She ain't gonna have another kid with you. She probably gonna do a surrogate thing. That woman is so entrenched in her body. Girl, bye. Yeah, Church Shoes he is definitely he's cool. This just a wrong time. I'm just trying to hold him. I'm just trying to hold on to the fall, baby. I'm trying to hold to the fall because I'm like, damn, you be in my ear with all of this shit, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's not a homosexual trying to find a place for the winner, but he start early. Yes, Nate. Listen, Nate, this is an early application submission interview process. I'm used to it coming around September. This is like early because your vibes change and you begin to attract what is aligned for you. Is that what it is? It's weird because y'all know I always be like, I like a little older. I like stable. I like, chill, reserved, confident. And then God dumps that on me, and I'm like, well, I didn't say right now. I meant like maybe in a couple months. It was my birthday, so I got a slight hangover. Oh, happy belated birthday, Hot Spicy Tea. Please drop your Cash App, baby. Y'all drop your Cash App. Oh, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a good time. I definitely. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, that's so sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. What else has been going on, y'all? Good morning. Hey, Stacy Robertson. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not on your time, Roman. Okay. Not right now. Maybe give me a couple, So, y'all, let me tell you. I went to Costco with my friend. Y'all know I be on his membership and shit. And he gets the Folgers box of coffee cups, K cups. So he went to that aisle. I said, I get the Starbucks. Throw that in the cart. He throws 2 boxes of Folger cups. So I'm sitting here drinking these K cups of Folgers. When I tell you this shit tastes like my grandmother's coffee, I mean, no shade, grandma. It was the first introduction to coffee, but then I had figured some things out. This ain't the coffee for me at all. No need I did. Okay, good. Okay. I'm glad you did. AJ, what up? What's good morning, AJ? Good morning. Let me see before I start in the show. So we got a mix of topics today. They are in the description box, but I got so much time this morning. My baby is with did I ever tell y'all about the guy that took me to go get my dog, and then we didn't talk anymore, and then he went and got a dog, and so every once in a while I'd be like, yeah, you can come, y'all can hang. So my dog is with him and his dog chilling, and he sent me a picture yesterday. Not even gonna show it because his ass is in the picture, and I'm sitting here looking like, is this what I said? I'm coming to get my dog today. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm coming to get my dog. Don't be thinking that's an inch in or something like that. But it was cute. He asked me to come through. Of course. Hey, Sassy, drop in to say ew, throw the whole regular drinking friend away. Okay, Folgers. I mean, yeah, yes, I remember. Yes, that's him. He came through. Yes, he did. Eli has a little godfather. Yeah, I guess you can call him that. He's cool. He's cool, peoples. Unless he's cool. I'm gonna say that because I know he's a watcher. So he's cool. I'm appreciative of him. He's gonna always be in my history book. Me and my baby's history book. Sharika, what up? What up, News Crew? Y'all coming through? Let me find out Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is a better time for you all. I've been trying to play these times out where it worked good for both of us, and I'm loving this. I love that other night we did, which I think I'm gonna do Wednesday nights again, and I'm loving this Saturday morning vibe. Y'all coming through. I like my Bushi coffee, honey. Okay, Sassy, where's your favorite coffee shop? What's your favorite coffee shop? Mine's is this place called Ceremony near my area. It's so fucking good. It's just they take so long to make a drip coffee. It's like, girl, I have zero weekend plans. Um, it's crazy. That's probably why I'm so like, I'm here. Hello. Sweet. Sorry, I can't do coffee from back in the day. Mine have to be strong. You got to get you some Costello. That Costello coffee, I be doing that for the morning show in the mornings. That had me up wanting to skip, jump, hop, break a neck, do all kind of shit. Um, all right, y'all. So we're gonna get into the show. So first thing I want to update you all. I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on with the Breonna Taylor case and make sure everybody understand the difference now that there are federal charges being levied, civil rights charges. So let's briefly talk about this really quickly. So you know that Justice Department has announced civil rights charges against Louisville cops and Breonna Taylor's death. And so these civil rights charges are lodged because they're saying that there was a they falsified the affidavit that was used to obtain the warrant for them to go into the property. They violated civil rights and it resulted in a death. So these four individuals have now been indicted. Now let me give you the stories of these indictments. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through these indictments. The first indictment is a civil rights and obstruction related offenses in connection with the false search warrant. So though that indictment has been lodged at James and Meany. So the first two people you see, that indictment has been lodged at them. The second indictment has been lodged at Hankinson, and it's charged with firing a gun into the apartment. And then the third indictment has been lodged at Goodlet that she conspired in a cover-up attempt. So they finna get all these bitches. It occurred on March 13, 2020, where 2 years later, 2 years never too late for me. I know some people were saying it took them too long. You know what? We've seen that we still, if we was to leave it up to it take it too long, Emmett Till would we still be talking about that, and we're still talking about it. So for me, it's never been too long. I'm glad that they're indicted. Now I think what happens here, it sucks for the family to have to go through this trial all over again to reconstruct the moments, the events, the activities. But I think justice should be served. Do I think they'll get life sentences? No. I do think they'll get like maybe a minimum of 20 to 30 years, but I don't think they'll get life sentences. But we got to stick around to see what's going on with this. Y'all, please, I'm gonna have to be honest. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Y'all be playing when I don't want to give Starbucks my money for MU triple blind. Oh, a triple blind hazelnut with oat milk. I make my own at home. Baby, I use Starbucks Italian roast or French roast at home, but before the pandemic, it was a coffee shop on that lake I love. I use the blind roast too, because the rest of them be too strong. I be around here, my blood pressure be up around here, heart just jumping. So sad, my heart. It's never too late for justice to be served. Did they get paid anything? No. So the family still has a lawsuit going out as in tangent with this. I think it was a $25 million lawsuit. I'm glad they are getting exposed. I hit on both. Thank you. Thank you. What up, one of the people in the back? What's going on? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. So that's what's going on with the Stacey Roberson. I mean, with the Stacey Roberson, with the Breonna Taylor case. Now let's talk about Brittany Griner. I know everybody's heard, she's got 9 years, as well as she has to pay a. And let me just also say, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. I always love this picture of her. I love that little humpback she got going on there. Rest in peace. So Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner is, she got 9 years, sentenced to 9 years, 1 million rubles, which is $16,590. She was indicted and convicted on possessing and smuggling narcotics. Now, as we said, Russia is ready to talk about the prisoner swap, but they have one condition for the United States in order for this to occur, that the United States must not use public diplomacy. That means they must not talk to the media. They must not share anything in the media or say anything to the media about what's going on. In fact, they told United States that if you want to do this, you have to use our very secret cables in order to have the conversation. Which to me means that they don't want, everyone's talking about how this was a pretty much a sham case on behalf of Russia. And so they don't want people to talk about that. I think they want to stay in the good light, and they want to use this as an opportunity to stay in the good light so that they can get them some public opinion, public favor on their side. whatever the case may be, something makes me feel like Victor Bout isn't enough for them. They're ready to have the conversations, but it's still determined who the individual is. You know, Paul Whelan and Brittany Griner swapped out for Victor Bout, and I don't think that's strong enough for them. I think they either want some other concessions or they want another person added to this swap. So I'm gonna stay tuned to the Brittany Griner story. I always said that they should have always kept this quiet and out of the media even beforehand, but a lot of that was out of their hands. I mean, her wife was vocal at a point. The WNBA was vocal at a point. Even the White House began talking. So all of those things to me felt like it sort of didn't help her in the end. We knew she was gonna get sentenced. I mean, that wasn't even a thing. The 1 million rubles is equated to $16,000, $16,590, 9 years. What about the Becky that got a few months for 17 grams? Exactly. And that's why they're saying this is a sham case. This is a sham case. And back in April 14th, even within the Ukraine and Russia battle, the United States and Russia had a prisoner swap on April 14th of this year. And they swapped someone who we convicted, a Russian citizen who we convicted of drug smuggling. They swapped. So we know that it's possible to swap within this Russian-Ukraine aggression going on. For me, though, I think this is an opportunity for Russia to try to get something out of it. They're not going to just swap now and not get nothing out of it. Our people stay the fuck away from the people. All of you. Who you telling? Good morning, Shantae. What up? Good morning to you, boo. Governments have always had back channel communications. This isn't new. A lot of it is just theatrical, sad when you're playing with someone's life. Exactly, Nate. And that's the one thing that I think the United States did not really expect to be one of their biggest issues, is that this should have been behind closed doors. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all talking publicly? Like, it's almost careless. Like, Biden is trying to facade us and make us feel like they're doing something. Well, do something. Don't just make us feel like you're doing something. Becky wasn't a celebrity, therefore she couldn't be used as a pawn. And they did the Biden administration did express how this was a sham case, and they used her as a political pawn. Like they explicitly said that. And I'm glad they realized that, because if they continued going down their path, it would have looked like they were using her as a political pawn as well. So now we just got to play this political prisoner swap game. I mean, we're going to be sitting here. I think we're going to be sitting here for maybe the later part of this year before there is even any kind of consideration, because I know Russia wants something else out of this deal. They're not just going to walk away and Brittany Griner's off the table. I don't think so. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. We shall see. Now, this next story. So, by the way, I did get an email from a subscriber, was anonymous because I couldn't tell who it was, at least by the email. But it was along the lines of, hey, I watched your channel for a while and I am starting to feel a little offended because I feel as if you are dissecting racist content into your show. And I didn't really get a response. I asked, what were you talking about or anything? So as I'm going into my next topic, I just want to point out that this is not me dissecting or injecting racist elements into the show. It's just stuff that I find interesting and I want to talk about it. So here we have a woman who donned her white privilege card given to her by Trump, and because she was speeding at 3 a.m. in the morning, swerving in the lane like this. Okay, she just got off a plane and she was going to a Trump rally, and the police pulled her over, white police officers, and because she was a Filipino woman, and instead of pulling out her license, she pulled out her Trump card that says, white privilege trumps everything. That's what it said on the card. She gave it to the officer. The officer started laughing. He called his other officer over. She started laughing. So they just thought it was funny and they let her go. So the woman thought it was funny too, because she recorded it and now it's out here on social media. So these two officers have since then been, they haven't done anything to them but put them on desk duty until there's an investigation completed. And I'm saying, thinking like, what investigation need to be done? Bitch, if we can start running around with Trump cards to get out of being stopped, then I think, shit, where the copies of them at? The fuck? So get into this. This was... Oh, crazy woman. She ain't know no better either. You could tell she just thought she was just doing something. I'm looking at her like, okay, don't start nothing now. And had the nerve enough to record it, y'all. That's what got me. Like she knew she wasn't doing nothing wrong.
You like my white privilege card? That's hilarious. Is that a pill?
Good through death. That's good. What's a good phone number for you? I mean, what's your...
You like my white privilege card?
That's hilarious.
Is that a pill?
Good through death. That's good. What's a good phone number for you? I mean, what's your...
Now, I'm like, damn, she was bolded the camera. They saw the camera rolling, didn't do anything. The officers have been identified as Nicholas Bow and Charles Worland, and there is no set word on the disciplinary actions they will face. After backlash, the deputy chief said that he recognizes why people are referring to the officers' comments as inappropriate. Officers have discretion when it comes to issuing tickets for minor offenses, such as not having a physical license present during a traffic stop. So they're trying to pull this off by saying that because it was a minor traffic stop, that they didn't have to issue a citation. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? When the Trump cars start working, you got to be kidding me. It wasn't necessarily the Biden administration. It was the fact that here you have a black woman that was being detained in a foreign country, and here at home we're having our own racial issues. Well, that's a word. I'm not even sure if Brittany had anything to begin with. You have to plead guilty in places like that. Good morning, Jernay. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Ciao. What? Yes, the main reason she was overseas was to play basketball due to the fact WNBA players don't make more than their NBA counterparts. A whole nother word. Okay, given to her by who? That's what they gave out at the Trump rally. That's what they're giving folks. I didn't even know they give people these kind of cards. White privilege trumps everything. Bitch, where they use that at? I was so thrown back by this. I said, oh, they really do have, he really feels this shit. Desk duty with pay, and you'll never hear about it again. Period, Nate. She's white. You know she's going to keep that card close to her little Asian heart. Didn't she look so happy and recorded it and everything? We get killed in traffic stops. I'm about to print a Marcus Garvey card. Sassy, stop. Let me hand you this open chat card. Go ahead. What the fuck? What? So you're a black man, so you can't discuss race. That's what the content of the message was. And it was more so like I watch you for a while and I'm just starting to notice that you're dissecting. That was the word. It was dissecting. And I was like, wow. So my reply was, I apologize that you feel this way, but could you please just let me know which moments? Even drop down in the chat. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can even drop a comment under the video and delete it, and I'll be able to see it that way. Because that's never my intent. I always just share stuff that is just eye-opening, like, are you kidding me? There are moments where I will explicitly say that's racism, but I'm not a racist person. I don't go off the back saying like I don't hate all white people. I don't hate any kind of race. You know, I just point out shit that happens. And clearly here's another incident. It's crazy. She ain't even white. No, a Filipino, right? And they dumbass is smiling for the camera. She's not like, okay, she thought she ate that. She did. You saw her looking back at the camera, gave me that look like, I did that. Girl, I give up. Shaking my damn. What is she? Hispanic, Cuban? You know, they're the new white people. Yeah, she's like, I guess, Filipino. She's Samoan or something. Okay, love me long time. Tried it. Pardon me. Hey, Rico, what up? What up, bro? What up? Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Can we go back to a subby emailing you? I'm pissed. Yes. Just start cussing. First off, black folks can't be racist. I say that all the time. Then I get into a whole battle. A whole battle. That email should have been taken to the Lord in prayer. It's interesting. Around that time frame, there was a comment dropped under one of my videos And it was somebody who had a different opinion than I did in that video about what I had said. I never commented back to the comment because I didn't want to provoke anything. I just wanted to genuinely let them know that it's cool to feel that way. Like I'm no harm in I can't hurt nobody because they feel some kind of way. I can only hurt people who inflict hurt, pain on me. So like we all entitled in everything. Like you can not like the color red, not to love red. We can still agree. Like I don't be like trying to be like that. I think it was a joke, and I'm not mad that it worked. Oh yeah, I could say that. No, we can't be racist. No, I don't think so. No, I didn't put this story in the description box because I said I don't know if I'm gonna share because I was after that email I was like I don't want to feel like but fuck that, I'm about to share this story. So this man's job, right? He's the only black guy on the team, sort of like me in my job. He's the only black guy on his team, and they had a retreat. Guess where they held the retreat at? On a plantation, right? So then, and it was held by HR. HR threw this whole, I'm gonna show you. HR threw this whole fucking retreat, right? And so the guy goes on, black man says his job held a retreat on a plantation. And so then they had a ball. They had like a costume themed ball. You have to dress up sort of like remnants of that time plantation. So this is where I differ in opinion with him. So guess how he showed up? Guess how he showed up? As a slave. He showed up at the retreat as a whole slave trying to prove a point. Now his point worked, but I shared this whole thread on my Twitter, King Roman News, because it's other pictures of him picking cotton, laying in a bed. It went too far for me. Like, you proved a point, but it went too far. So the point that he proved was he was after he put out these pictures and all of this good stuff. It was on a southern plantation in Alabama. The boss and HR got on the phone with him. Now, the HR lady who threw this, who put on this entire retreat, she wasn't on this call. He thought she was going to be on the call, but it was the HR head of HR and the boss. And they got on the phone, and basically what they said was the party was her idea. They fired her. They promoted him with a disproportionate raise and gave him better benefits. They assured him that this had nothing to do with anything that happened on the retreat and just happens to be coinciding with HR assistant director being fired. And I said, yeah, fucking right. They knew way better than that. She knew way better than that. But you, out of everybody, you could have just brought this to HR. I don't know if what he was trying to prove. His wife was there with him. She got in on it as well. She dressed up and they was out picking cotton and shit. I just was like, damn, we got to go to that length to prove a point that this shit was wrong. I could see me getting the invite, like where we're having this at, what we're doing. Hell no, bitch. I'm going straight to HR on your ass. And I'm trying to find a way I can sue your ass for this. So I don't know. Maybe he got his point across, but I don't think I could even fathom dressing up as a slave amongst my white counterparts at work on a plantation. Just them having that idea in their head is no, because there's other coworkers who didn't get fired, who's still there, who may have that mentality, who have now saw me in that way, and I dare them to say something. Bitch is gonna be something else. So I don't know. That was a joke that I was like, yeah, I don't know about that one. Maybe you could have did something else. We can be biased or prejudiced. This is your channel. Share what you want. Okay. Okay. See, Miss Toy, I hope y'all on the same page as me. I hope y'all on the same page as me. I like his choice. I don't know. I see the point, but Miss Toby, way too far. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I have to ask if his wife is white. He has a black wife. She's a black wife. And she had a nice, pretty dress on. It was supposed to be resemblance of a slave dress. And I was just like, it was pretty. It was modernized, basically. It was a nowadays, but she was supposed to be a slave. I'm like, and then he got in a car with a white woman next to him. I wish I'd have got that picture. Go check my timeline out, y'all. He got in a car with a white woman, like he was the driver, saying, I guess I got a new job, and looked over in the camera. I said, yeah, we doing too much. They were saying he looked like the Django I said, oh, he trolled them people. Have to remember we don't have all the same history. I don't see how he went too far. The HR organizer took it too far by hosting a retreat at a plantation. I just felt like he didn't have to be in character. They playing that. He got in complete character. It's nothing worse than being in a company where you're the only one. It is. Because you know what? The one thing that I got in my, well, the one thing I'm is you're being aggressive. You're being a little too assertive. And it's not that I'm being assertive or aggressive. I'm actually being passionate, but you're not used to this level or this display of it. But I'm not being aggressive or assertive. I remember one time at my job, I was on the phone with a coworker and I hit my desk like this. Baby, don't you know she had a call with HR and me because she said that I was intimidating her, that she thought I was slapping the wall, and she was saying that she's afraid that if she comes to her office, because we were still working from home and going in the office individually, that I would be trying to intimidate her. We had to have a whole mediation on the call. I'm sitting in the camera like this the whole time, like, are you kidding me? And we talking about, she just sitting there. I just don't understand. I was expressing to him and everything was fine. And then when I said something that he didn't agree with, I just heard a loud bang and it just frightened me. It's typically not behavior. First of all, I'm not a little ass kid. Ain't no, y'all not coming there as my parents trying to tell me, pat me on the hand and tell me I did. Fuck, listen, y'all know what I do. Y'all know what I give. You know what my job results in. Numbers, bitch. I bring money to organizations. I am a fundraiser. I'm a gifted fundraiser. I write grants. I raise money. I meet with big wigs. I do it all. So you telling me this little hoe right here is about to tell y'all over the phone that I did something to her and she wasn't physically here and I'm within my office? How y'all want to play? So I ended this with HR. Said, so what y'all want to do? How we ended this? I guess you know. I guess you know. Are you fucking kidding me? But they take that little extra I have as being assertive or overly aggressive or intimidating. And it's not. I'm passionate. If you tell me to express my presentation on my project and I know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna be up there. You know, I use my hands, I explain, I look at people, I do all of that. To them, that's, you know, I may look at somebody and they may cower down or look around the other way because they feel like I'm not staring you down. I'll be honest with you. I'm using a tactic I learned in Toastmasters. I'm looking at your fucking eyebrows. I'm not even looking at you. You may think I am, but that's the stuff we do. We deal with. What up, CCN? What up, Captivating Christian? What up? What up? Lots of people have retreats on an old plantation homes. I don't understand his point and think it was offended. Going to HR would have sufficed. Yeah, he proved his point, but his working environment is going to be hostile. That's what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about, okay, what about all those other people who saw you like this, who may still feel that same way? Now they have that in the office. Like, you got your point across. The lady was fired, but now you got to deal with the rest of them. You going to have to dress up for them too? Can you imagine if someone hosted a party at the concentration camp? Miss Toby, stop. Do you think they do you what do you think they would do? You retreats at retreats, not plantations, no kind of sense at all. She knew better. A personal retreat maybe, but a corporate event on a plantation was tasteless and inappropriate, no matter the race. One of the peoples, there are lots of plantation homes that are luxury retreats, as we've seen in the Airbnb now. A lot of these plantations be renting them out and stuff. Karen alert. I hate when they weaponize their color and people for it all. Fire everyone. Here's why people get scary when they're not used to you, even when you have resting bitch face. They find that intimidating. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've mastered how to respond without responding. So do you think you'll be able to attend that? I always refer back to, are we checking the calendar, the availability calendar? Because I make sure the days that I want to be off and not around, I make sure they're off and I'm not around. I do that shit 6 months out. And they'll purposely come back to me. Hey, I want to know, will you be in or available on that date? And I always say, I don't know. Let's check the calendar. Let me share my screen with you 1 second. Oh, no, I can check it. Oh, okay. Because I forgot. Let me know. Oh, it says you're going to be off that day. Oh, shoot. Dang, I didn't know. I'd rather take that route than to tell you, no, I already told you all that. I'd rather walk you through the process. So in the future, you'll understand how to do this without contacting me. Because I have one coworker, she just loves my schedule. For some reason, we be on a call and I'm working from home. Hey, I want to know which days this week will you be coming in the office? Me out of everybody, nobody else but me. So I'll say, did you check the calendar? I think we're all putting our days on the calendar. So I think you should be able to see everyone's days on the calendar. I don't understand why. And then she'll send me a message privately. I wasn't trying to, I just wanted to know because I just wanted to, no, I don't know. So do you think she still asks me to this day? No, she just be quiet. She don't say nothing. She just watch. She'll walk around in my office when she's in the office to see if I'm there. I'll be saying to myself, why do you care? Why? Why do you care? I don't even care. Girl, if you missed a breath of air, I probably wouldn't care on some real shit. I'd be like, well, damn, she maybe should get the next set. I don't care. I be telling my TT all the time, I don't understand why these people be caring about me as much because I don't care about, I just do my job and go home. Bitch, I bring the coin in and leave and let them pick up the rest off the floor. And oh, you do grants? I need a personal life grant. Oh, you was crazy. I would give them resting bitch face all the time. And I think that scared them more because they could not read my emotions. That's exactly what it is. A resort of Auschwitz. You're right. Just that I've never heard of them like that. I think business retreat should be at a neutral place. Yeah, they scared to try you. And we just got a new don't she have something else to do? That would bother the hell out of me. That the next set, baby. Always. Oh, it's always keeping tabs on me. We have something coming up in the month of October, 2 days before my birthday. And the message has been put out. We need all hands on deck. So that same day, what do you think I did? The entire week is off. Then what do you think happened in the next meeting? I see that there's a couple of people who have that day off. There's nobody else that have that day off but me. So I just wanted to make sure everyone understood that that was all hands on deck day. So I said, are you able to tell us which individuals have that day off? I forgot. Oh, sure. Let me go. Oh, it looks like it's just you. Oh, I said, oh, okay, yeah, I have that entire week off. And I left it at that. Okay. And we moved the fuck on. We moved on. We moved on. We moved on. We moved on because what we not going to do is we not about to have that happening. So she is paid dust. Okay, I pay them all in dust. Yes. So yeah, I be dealing with that, but it's something that I think we all like you deal with. Once you've deal with it for a significant period of time throughout your entire life, I think you start becoming accustomed to how to keep them together at bay. Like, okay, yeah, all right. One of our coworkers recently departed, and she was having a go away lunch. Now, mind you, she's been gone for a week, and she had a go away lunch this past week. And they sent the invites out and asked us to come, and then said, "Oh, by the way, everyone needs to pay for themselves," and all this good stuff. And I sat and I thought about it. I said, "She's gone. She's not coming back. We had an okay relationship." I said, "But I don't want to sit with them other folks." So I sent her a nice little email with a gift card attached to it and told her, I wish you well in your future endeavors, but I was not going to sit there at no lunch with these other folks. That's one thing I don't do. I don't have frivolous conversations with my coworkers that I don't like at all. We can be on the elevator. I would redirect that conversation to somewhere at work. So what are you doing this weekend? I don't know. First, I'm going to figure out how are we going to get this project done. I don't know what they have in mind. I always do that. You're not going to get me. I don't talk about nothing. The most they know is about my dog. That's it. How's Eli doing? Great. Oh, okay. They don't know about the attack. When this happened to my eye, I was black camera screen. Nobody saw me. Didn't go into work. Nothing. I showed one coworker as validation. If I had to come up in a criminal lawsuit or anything in the future, one person knew, but because I know how they give it up at my job. Charleston White said he has sued and won every job he has ever worked. Wow, it's crazy, but we gonna perspire. We gonna win. So yeah, he dressed up. He picked cotton, y'all. He went and picked cotton, and on you go to my page, you'll be able to see him holding the piece of cotton saying, I really did do this. And I'm like, yeah, all of that was a bit too much for me, but you got your point across. You proved it. But yeah, I don't think I would have went to the retreat either. If I'm not going to lunch, do you think I would have went to the retreat? I'd have been like, are you kidding me? And then people in my industry, in my line of work, are poached all the time, meaning there are organizations who are always looking for people that do what I do, because they want their people constantly need fundraisers. They constantly need someone to bring in millions and millions of dollars. So to me, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you can push a person too far and then it'll be, because that's how it works. Any person, 6 or 7 years in my industry, that's the most you spend at one organization, and you move somewhere else. It's like you climb the ladder all the time. That's why I can have a side hustle, because there's organizations who reach out like, hey, we need this, we need that. Do you know any grants in mind? I'll be like, yeah, that grant. And then we get to work, and next thing you know, I done applied for the grant. They done got the money. Now they done calling me for other shit. So it's just like, it's always, that's why I can move from city to city and find a job or go wherever I want to. It was something a friend of mine taught me, a gift of relationship building. But all right, let's get into the next story. So, yeah, we're just gonna hit this and quit this because I'm trying to talk about this in the opener. So Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson reportedly split. Now they're telling everybody it's based on the fact that he's in Australia filming this movie called Wizards. She's in LA spending time with the kids in her court case. That's what they're telling everybody. They don't really have time together. It was nice. They're gonna remain friends and blah blah blah. The dirt on the street is that it was a big age difference, that Kim could only keep up with him to a certain extent because her mind and her endeavors were more mature than his. He was always into pulling little stunts and wanting to do little fun things, and she really couldn't do that being a mom. And the second thing is that it was a big deal about the kids. One, Kanye did not want Pete Davidson around the kids, and two, if she continued doing that for the sake of their court case, which they're in now, because the final two items resting in their court case is splitting of the property and custody of the kids. If she continued to let Pete Davidson act out how he was acting out around the kids, you remember there was point of time where he was riding around with the kids, and then they also released a picture of him, I guess, sitting on a couch in an inappropriate manner with North. All of those things doesn't prove well for her custody case in terms of their settlement, their divorce settlement. They were announced single back in March. The judge declared them single, but so they still have this final end of their marriage to deal with. So they're saying that that's the reason she called it off. Just basically was like, let's just be on amicable terms, which in my mind means they're still fucking. You can still fuck under these kind of terms. You just can't be publicly known to be together for the sake of, I got my custody battle going on, my property battle going on with Kanye. Kanye's biggest demand is, I don't want, him fucking around with my kids. I don't want to see no more pictures of him with the kids. I don't want none of that. And he's in my house. That's my property technically still. I don't want none of that. And so I think she's trying to oblige right now, given the fact that you may lose, you may cause some harm. Now, on that same note, Kanye has his own issues. So his fifth divorce attorney quits amid their divorce settlement, their divorce proceedings. And this attorney is saying that we have a distant relationship. We don't talk, and it's gone beyond the point of return. Which in my mind means that being the fifth attorney is that Kanye West is really, really not backing down from what his initial demands are. And I think these attorneys were trying to present Kanye with like, hey, here's an option. Hey, here's an option. Here's what you should do. Here's what you should say. And I think during this whole thing, Kanye's been like, no, fuck that. I want this. I want that. And now we get to see a little bit of Kim sort of cowering to that. Okay, he don't like Pete. Pete's gone. Now the attorney is gone. And so the judge basically told Kanye, get your shit together, get you an attorney, wrap this shit up before September. If you don't wrap this shit up, because the attorney gave them till September to come to an agreement. If you don't get this done by September, we're going to set your trial for December 14th and we're going to court it. And that's what everybody is saying that he does not want. He does not want to go to court, nor do they want to go to court, because he doesn't think it'll work out in his favor. But however, he's trying to push her in this agreement phase to get her to be on his favor, which I think the terms of the custody is he wants to split custody. He wants to split visitation. He doesn't want it to be, they stay with you during the week and I get them on the weekends. I think Kanye wants I get him this week, you get him next week type of deal. I think he wants more time than Kim might be comfortable with. And so I think that's sort of in their battle too. So it's a lot going on. I've stayed up for a while trying to read all of the different conspiracies on Twitter. But I do really believe that the split between Kim K and Pete Davidson had a lot to do with their divorce proceedings. Probably he is juvenile as fuck. Yeah, that was very quick, wasn't it? Yeah, right. Is your arena a nonprofit? Yeah, I do nonprofit and for-profit organizations, and then foundation work, board work. I know how to get you a board for your organization and make sure it's a giving board as well. That's been my newest area of focus is board engagement, board relations. And it's been great because it's just been great. It's been great working with these older folks on boards and getting them to do something. You help the organization out or give them some term limits. You'll be here for 2 years unless you can give X amount of dollars. And if you can't, you're off, because the board, be sitting on a board is a privilege. I'm the board of this organization, but you don't do shit. You don't give, you don't come to no meetings, you don't say nothing. We need to get you up out of here. And a lot of organizations are scared to do that or go into that work because there's no plan. So I try to come to the table with a plan of action. You know, who's your most engaging board members? Who are your least engaging board members? You know, who holds the weight, who don't? And I try to bring in new people before letting off old people, because that's a warning shot. Like, we're not playing. So I love that work. I love that work. Hey, darling Tiana. Good morning to you, boo. Ye was about to split that blonde wig of his. Yeah, Ye was upset about that, and rightfully so. Probably a publicity stunt. Oh, I still know they're fucking around. Believe you me, I know she's still getting some of that. I mean, he might be in Australia and she might be in LA, but that ain't a couple of hours on a private jet away. I know she's still tapping that. Absolutely. You got to think about it. Kim is a celebrity, a very visible celebrity, right? She don't want to be having sexual partners with a lot of people because she can't trust a lot of people. And that's one thing I learned about people who are like, they can't trust a lot of people. They'll leak the story, they'll tell, but she can F with Pete. He's already been there. It's probably a safe spot. He probably doesn't want to tell or leak anything out. So I think she might, yeah, hell yeah. You think she gonna want to itch one night and she ain't gonna call up Pete with his Blaconda in his pants? You know she is. She wish she could call Ye up, but Ye too crazy. Ye probably is an emotional fuck. You ain't gonna be able to screw Ye without an emotion attached. He'll probably write a whole song about you right then and there with the drums. Good morning, Lena. Good morning to you. Kim was dry and she didn't even birth off. You know what, Nate? Nate. She didn't even birth them babies. Oh, wow. A word around the water cooler is she been messing with Van Jones since 2019. Word. And you know that could be so plausible and true, even though he's trying to come out here and deny it. And I remember when he tried to deny it, I was sitting there looking like, all right. See, she can't get enough of them. She cannot get enough of them. I wonder what I really would like to ask her, what is it? Beyond the sex, what is it? Is it because you find them to be assertive, more aggressive, more dominating, more confident, and that's something that you are attracted to? Like, what is it? Because she ain't gonna leave him alone, I'm telling you. And I hope not. Van Jones, he could do a lot better if I was Van Jones. I mean, he can go up, like diva up, bring up his whole career. Kim, I think that'll just flatline him. Like, credibility, it'll be like, and you're dating Kim Kardashian. Okay. If I was her, I would still smell. Who you telling, Aries? I'm trying not to say too much, but who you telling? Baby, if it's like that, you're going to definitely still be knocking something. Morning. Too little, too late. Hey, who the fuck is Van Jones? Lord, Kim. Zap. Good morning, Zap. Zap with the new picture. Good morning, Zap. Thank you for coming through. Shaking my head. Who cares, right? Right. Van Jones is a lawyer and has been encouraging Kim's law career. Yeah, he does some reporting work on CNN, I believe. Hey T Trisha One, happy Saturday to you too. I would never, Stacy. Listen, I said that went way too far for me. And I was thinking about my current coworkers seeing me do something like that. Yeah, right. Van Jones is the man. He became famous during the Obama administration, and he ain't bad looking. I'm just saying that he's not bad looking. Kim and Van dated briefly also. Please, please, I hope she don't. No one cares. Moving on. Wonderful. Okay. Kim, sit down. Stick with the devils you know, child. Right, exactly. Not with the 808s. I'm telling you, he would. A whole song right afterwards. I heard Pete was smuggling vegetables and things. Kim is a hard no for me, especially if it's gonna be Van Jones. I would give her, who would I give her? Who would we give her, y'all? I would give her Blue Rock, the one who be fighting with Christian. I would give her Blue Rock. Is that his name? Blue? You can tell how much I don't pay that man attention. He went trash to me. Blue face. I said Blue Rock. I would give Kim Kardashian blue face. All that. I want Pete to just get a vitamin drip and some electrolytes. Bro be looking dehydrated. Yes, he do. And depressed. You see them bags under his eyes all the time. He always looks like he's depressed. It's not the sex. Her father and mother share with her the mighty lineage of of African Moor people. True story. Really? My whole washing machine overflowed, but I'm back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Black men are easy marks for Kim. Yes, y'all. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. Kim dates bosses. Stop hating. Is that what it is? Blueface. I believe he said he suffers from depression and he wears it too. Maybe that might be another reason she gave up on him, because bruh looked like he will be walking around moping on a high one day and on a complete low the other. She worried about Kanye West. She better get him checked. She better sit him down in a mental chair for real. She'll fuck around and be having worse issues than him. He'll be all in her comedy jokes. I would be okay. I would definitely watch that. I was thinking that. Glad you came through with some facts. Being they are Persian, a Moorish connection is not unlikely. I wish it rubbed off on the rest of them. All right, so that's Kim K, Kanye's fifth lawyer. Now, y'all know we doing local news and hot topics, so I gotta mix them all together. So this next story is out of fucking this world. So this woman, this Texas woman kills her boyfriend and sets him on fire. So let me tell you about this story. So this woman and her boyfriend, and then now I'm gonna tell you the story and give you my opinion afterwards, because I was reading this story and I said, wait a minute. So this woman and her 25-year-old boyfriend, mind you, she's 27 years old. She's 24 and he's 25. So her 25-year-old boyfriend, they're at his family's house out in the front of the yard because there's a barbecue going on, and they're arguing. And she punches him in the chest. Now the family in the background, they see this shit going on, but nobody intervenes, nobody stops, nobody does anything because he's a male. And he then, takes that hit and gets on his phone. She takes his phone and throws it at his face, and then picks his phone back up and go run into her car. So then he runs behind her, gets in the car. He gets in the back seat of the car. He doesn't get into the other part of the car. So she gets in the car and she drives off fast. Now the family, nobody called the police. Nobody said nothing. Nobody did nothing. Now I said, had that been a female, everybody would have came out jumping. Yo, bitch, what the fuck? Yo, what's going on? Family, relative or not, had it been on the other side, the male was striking a female and that was their relative, somebody would have did something. But because it was a male, nobody did anything, right? I know I would have been, first of all, anybody, what the fuck? I know how to come out the screen door. What's going on out here? What the fuck? I know that's me. I'm nosy as hell, and I'm always intuitive of domestic violence situations. I'm telling you, it's weird how I just be looking at shit like, damn. So they drove off. This heifer drives to the gas station with him in the back seat, and she kept telling him in the car, "I'm about to kill your motherfucking ass. I'm about to kill you." She drives to the gas station. She goes in and get 50 cents worth of gas. She comes back to the gas pump, pulls the gas pump out, opens his door, starts filling his part up with gas. Dude doesn't move or anything. And she lighted on a match, gets back in her car and drives off with him on fire in her back seat. So he falls out the car onto the ground of the gas station. and people are trying to help him, but they can't subdue him because he's full with gasoline. You know, gasoline goes. They rushed him to the hospital. She burnt 90% of his body. Now that was back on July 18th. Was it July 18th? July 18th when it happened. On August 2nd, he succumbed to all of the burns and he died. The mother said she was at the hospital trying to touch parts of his body, but it was too, if she touched him, it would cause pain. So she asked the doctor on the final night before he died, if there's any part of his body I can touch, I just want to feel my son. And he said, yes, you can touch his feet. And that was the last part she touched, and he died. Now the family are out with all these different stories. You know, the one cousin, I saw it happening, and you know, I just didn't believe what was going on. And next thing you minute, he's driving down the road and he's gone. The mother, and no shade to the mother, no shade to you at all. Just take my commentary and criticism away, ma'am. You know, rest in peace to your child. She's, you know, she was always abusive to my son. I always would tell him. So the man has died. Now, in my mind, I kept thinking, is he special needs? Is the boy special needs, or is he on the spectrum, or is there some sort of additional care that's provided to this man? Because I'm sitting here thinking the first sign was her punching him in the chest and then him just looking at his cell phone. There was no recourse. I'm not saying hit this woman, but there was no recourse to get out of harm's way, go back upstairs. And then you get in the car in the back seat. Okay, I'm thinking the back seat. Okay. And then she's telling you she's going to kill you on the ride. And then she opens up your door and starts filling your seat up with gas, and you don't move or do nothing. You just sit there. I was just like, yeah, I don't, nothing in my mind could consciously make me think that he just thought shit was cool. Like he literally, I felt like he was a little delayed. That's what I came away from the story. So here's the picture of the man, poor man. Here's a picture of the woman. 50 cents worth of gasoline to a deadly weapon by setting her boyfriend on fire at a Texas gas station and melting the skin off his body. She needs to rot in hell for that shit. She really does. Sad. We don't even think our people are great and desired. News, I'm late. No, Linda B, you good on time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I would want to see her date Kodak Black just for shit and giggles. You know, he'd be disrespecting the hell out of her. By the way, King Roman News, the rumor is that Chloe had her baby. Oh, that's right. Wasn't she having a baby through a surrogate, or was that just yeah, Chloe? She did. She had it through the surrogate. I was gonna talk about that this morning too, and I said I clicked the screen like ugh, but she did. And then didn't what's his name? Her ex-husband who was addicted to drugs. Didn't he say she should have just called him if she wanted to have a baby? I'm like, called you. You gonna go sit your ass down somewhere shitting on yourself? Did he shit on himself on Big Brother? See, that's gonna forever stick with me. Doo-doo draws. You too old for that shit. No. Yes, y'all. Ain't this shit crazy? Chloe had what baby? She had a surrogate, and Tristan Thompson was the dad before everything went off haywire. Oh, yes, that happened here in Texas. VMW, what is going on? What is going on? That poor man, very toxic. Her baby or another one of Tristan's from one of his. No, it's her and Tristan's baby, but they had it through a surrogate. And they had the situation happen during a time when they were on good terms, and then they fell off, and she just wanted to go through with it. Folks, is crazy. Yeah, that's bizarre. It was bizarre when I read it. Was he drunk or high? That's another good question, because like I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Lock her ass up. Yeah, that bitch need a slow pill. She need a poison pill. I want her to be gone. They both may suffer from mental illness. Yeah, definitely some mental illness going on. She's a monster. She needs to be locked up. I was thinking the same. Yeah, she might stop it. I mean, Republicans are going to try to pass a bill to stop the Kardashians from having babies. Stop. It's Lamar Odom. That was who his name was. Lamar. Shitty draws. You ask, was he special needs? I'm asking, did she have a mean head game? There's no level of abuse that I would have had taken. You're right. She could have had a deep throat, a wide jaw. She could have had a mouth open, a little shit on himself. Wow. Yeah, on Big Brother. People out here just renting uteruses. The K's are going to create a whole generation of half melanated people. If we leave it up to them, she'll probably go to a mental ward. She probably will claim insanity. As we've been seeing lately, everybody's been claiming they blanked out, they didn't know what happened. And clearly, this was a sign that they've been doing shit like this. She been being abusive to him. His sister said that she's always observed her beating on her brother's chest. We knew she was abusive to him, but we didn't see this coming. We didn't know this was going to come. I'm just like, they said the only top of his head, groin, buttocks areas, and soles of his feet were spared from the fire. I'm like, damn, that ain't love at all. I can't. I can't. No. And she don't. People are just renting uteruses to the highest price bidder. All right, y'all. So this is the next story. I think we all have heard about it, but I think, there's a lot more to this. So NeYo's wife files for divorce, claims he fathered child with another woman. And so do you remember when we first talked about this story, how, she came out here and said, after 8 years, I find him sleeping with, and she made it very clear that who he was sleeping with was prostitutes, that he was sleeping with these women and having unprotected sex. Now, 2020 hindsight makes sense why that statement was given that way. Remember, I kept saying this statement is very odd. Like, why would she? And that's why I was saying it, y'all, because I kept saying, why would you say they're prostitutes? Why would you say there's unprotected sex going on? Because you were getting ready to build this narrative about him. Now, and it's true. It very much so is true. But you were putting your ducks in a row, getting ready to tell this story the way you wanted to tell it. I don't know if you gave him time to figure shit out or what, but you definitely tipped us off. And if we were reading between the lines, we would have known that, yeah, he's having unprotected sex. There's a baby on the way. And you don't like this woman. And whoever the woman is, you calling her a prostitute. And so you wanted to be clear that if she shows her face with this baby, know that she was a prostitute. I got the whole picture, and I'm waiting to see who it is, because again, I still want to know what would NeYo's side piece look like. That's what I think I'm having in my head. I'm there. I'm like, is she black? Is she young? I'm just trying to figure that out. And I know the woman is hurt after 8 years being by this man's side. Clearly she's hurt, especially in her original message. And now she's filing for divorce. Definitely going to get the divorce that she wants. I think NeYo is embarrassed. Especially he put that statement out, let my family and I deal with this. Well, it's a little too late, bro. And so I know he's embarrassed by what has gone on, but I think rightfully so. What you do in the dark will come to light. What you do in the dark will come to the light. And if you in a situation like this and you don't got somebody pregnant, it's best you put your own shit out there if you're a celebrity or a public figure. It's like, look, this is what happened. Me and her are about to deal with this. And if she decides to get a divorce from it, at least you have your side of the story out here. Now you want us to look at you like you're some upheld citizen. You're trying to keep your family together. You got this prostitute side chick having unprotected sex, and now you have a baby. I see you, NeYo. I hope there aren't no other ones out there. I really hope there aren't any other ones. I don't feel sorry for her. Didn't she get him when he was in a relationship? Everybody was saying it under the comments. She got what she deserved. She lost him. How she got him? Hey, Queen Diva. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you cheating when you scared to take your hat off? That's now you're getting to the points that I was making. Like, what does she look like? And it got to be a prostitute. You got to be paying. Now I get it. Yep, Miss Toby. I thought about the same thing. NeYo in his enlarged head doesn't know how to be with one woman. He did this before. Ooh, hey Voodoo. Ooh, probably looks like his first children's mother. You know what? They had an agreement, but he couldn't even respect the agreement. Hot tea alert. That's what it was. I could tell by the way she did this, because she definitely went about this strategic, like, okay, all right, you thought I was playing with your ass, and she definitely set that shit on fire. I'm I don't feel bad for her, but I don't feel bad for NeYo either. Like, I'm so sick of these innocent looking men who try to get away with shit just because they got money or celebrity status. Like, get some egg on your face, bro. Now what you gonna do? I really do wish he'd have been very candid with us and came out publicly and it was like, just drop that emotion. You ain't the only man that has cheated on his wife with a prostitute and got her pregnant. So what you like? What's there to hide? What she look like? Because that's what I want to see. Yeah, she does. Now, so if we saying that, do you think she's in it now trying to get some money out of it? She trying to see what her alimony check's gonna be like? Did the agreement involve a menage or two or four? It probably involved just two, and they probably involved another woman. I don't know. Reminds me of that song, "The Same Thing It Took to Get Your Baby." Yeah, and he's getting it back. So we'll see. I don't feel bad for him at all. I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. Um, so NeYo father's a second child, y'all. Let's get ready for this. I'm glad she's over him. Ugh. I just never found NeYo attractive. That doesn't mean he's not attractive to anybody in the world. I just didn't find him attractive. He always just looked like he was the one who chewed his fingernails and always had his shoestrings untied and always was asking you what y'all about to do, like very in the back. What you want, NeYo? All right, so let's move to this next story. Now, I'm bringing this story up for a point. Okay, I'm bringing this story up for a reason. So this teacher who sexually abused a 13-year-old student gets 60-day sentence delayed after giving birth. And they delayed her 60-day sentence for a year until June of 2023. Now, let me get into the details of this story. So this woman had been having a sexual relationship with a 6th-grade-year-old boy beginning in April 2018, all the way up until February 2021. She actually went so far as to move into the complex where the boy and his mother lived. She would play Fortnite games with him. She texted him up to 50 images, nude images of herself. They engaged in sexual intercourse over 7 different times, and other times she would perform oral sex. And so she was sentenced. Now, let's get into this. The 6th grader claimed that they played Fortnite together before texting each other. And so she is not in a Texas prison yet because she recently gave birth. And so that the judge basically told her that she would have to report to jail on June 5th, 2023. Now, the father of this child is not the victim, and the victim's identity has not been revealed. The district attorney wanted to give her 20 to 40-year prison sentence due to the nature of her abuse. However, she's required to undergo a therapy as well as register as a sex offender, but she's been sentenced to 60 days in prison. Now I said, how fucking fair is this? Hold the fuck up, bitch. Hold up. Because if this was a man, because this is a white woman. This is a white woman. Okay. If this was a white man having sex with a 13-year-old girl, 6th grade, for 3 years, and then moved into her fucking building, went to her house playing Barbie dolls with her and shit, you think he would get 16 days sentence? Do you think that he would get just to be registered? Hell fucking no. I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her. And now she had her baby. So they want to give her a year to be with her baby. Put that motherfucking baby in foster care. Give it to the father. She committed a crime towards a 6th grader, a 13-year-old boy. I don't understand why there's no difference here. Where's the fucking outrage? Like, I'm sitting here, I'm reading the story like, okay, first of all, you gave this hoe a year till June 2023. Fuck that. She'd have dropped that baby and it would have went into custody, and she would have been serving her 60-day sentence. I don't understand it. She'll get out and she'll still have time with her child. She gotta wait to have all this time. Ain't she considered a sexual predator? Why she around kids any fucking way? I was confused, y'all. I was like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong. Maybe there are maternity rights that I don't see in this picture. So I wanted to bring this up for discussion. Like, am I crazy? Did I lose my mind? Like, what the fuck? I mean, she was having sex with this young boy. Now, the mother also, She might need to go under a mental evaluation. Why are you letting a teacher come to your child's house and play Fortnite in the child's room? What about that sounds okay? I'd have been all in that room like, bitch, what? No, what the fuck you doing over here? Again? You better take your ass home. I'd have been all on her ass. So the mother should also be, they should be looking at something else. Like, what the fuck? What are you going on? Baby, how old is the 6th grade? He was 12 when it started happening. Now he's 13. And she gets 60 days for having sex with the child. Where are the parents? Baby, I'm telling you, I'm sitting here it don't make no sense to me at all. Birth. And now she's giving birth to her husband's child. And so instead of them giving the baby to the husband to raise, while her ass sitting 60 days in jail, because a part of being charged for a crime and serving that jail time thereafter, it goes hand in hand. You did the crime, you got to face the trial. You get a year off, and then you go serve your, what the fuck kind of shit? She can become mentally prepared to serve those 60 days. She can stay at home for 60 days and figure out what it's gonna be like to be in jail. That to me is not equivalent at all. It's not. No, I can't do this kind of this stuff. I'm telling you, I never wanted to smash any of my teachers. Their breath stinks and they smell like Newports. Baby, breath smell like a whole thing of just bad feet. I remember, and be all over your shoulder. You'd be like, it used to be teacher breath. It used to be like, damn, moved in the child's building. Her and her husband moved in the child's building. I'm sitting thinking, like, is he slow? Is the man off his rocker? What the fuck what is going on here? So that she can have closer access to him. Something, there we go. Something ain't right. Do y'all want me to pull up the video? I wasn't gonna play a video clip. I said I'm overloading y'all with video clips, but I'll play this video clip for y'all if y'all want to, so y'all can hear more details about this story. But when I saw this shit, I said, wait a minute, Sway, are we talking about the same fucking thing? I'm gonna play the clip for y'all.
Tomball teacher befriends a student by playing Fortnite with him before sexually assaulting him for years.
A judge sentenced Marka Bodine to 60 days in jail and 10 years probation today. The DA's office is furious because they wanted her in jail for 40 years.
And all new tonight at 10, ABC 13's Brittney Griner is digging into this unusually and surprising light sentence. Brianna makes sense of all of this for us.
Several people out there really shocked about this. I did speak with a couple experts tonight. No one is excusing this illegal and predatory behavior, but I'm told there were several things that went into Judge George Glass's decision on a sentence intended to provide justice for the victim and discourage this former teacher from doing anything like this ever again.
I asked for a minimum of 20.
A Harris County prosecutor pushed for Marka Bodine to receive at least 2 decades in jail as punishment for a predatory and sexual relationship she engaged in with a student when she worked at Tomball Intermediate School. During the hearing, the court heard from the victim, his parent, and Bodine's doctor.
I think no small part of an explanation for this sentence may lie in any psychological information they provided to the court.
Criminal defense attorney Christopher Downey says the judge had to take that testimony into account, along with how likely she is to reoffend. Other societal factors may have also been at play.
By all accounts, this is an unusual outcome. And I'm sure that the gender of the person on trial, the fact that
hold the front door and close the back door. I didn't even watch this because I just read the article and said, no, I'm not going to do no more clips today. What motherfucking societal factors helped this hoe in the testimony given to the judge that they couldn't even share with everybody? He basically just said that there was some psychological testimony given to the judge that he can't share about that may have aided in the factor of her getting a reduced sentence. Is the bitch about to die? Is she slow? Is the bitch delayed? What testimony in the world is sufficient enough to allow this woman to have slept with a 12-year-old? He had to be 11 or 12 at the time for 3 years. Societal factors, her state of mind, and the likelihood that she's able to reoffend again. Whoa, this sends a nasty precedent to the people who actually do offend male predators and female predators. Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy. It's fucking crazy. Are you kidding me?
This was a woman accused of having sex with a young boy. That's going to factor into it as well.
A clinical psychologist who works with victims of abuse says typically no punishment is ever enough.
Many people believe that once they hear the sentence, they're going to be relieved or they're going to feel justified. And then most often they are let down because they just don't feel like enough was done.
Bodine used video games and texting to lure in her 13-year-old victim before trading explicit pictures and videos. Court documents show that eventually led to rape over a 3-year period. For those crimes, she will spend 10 years on probation, register as a sex offender, receive therapy, and spend 60 days at some point in jail.
The perpetrators that are the smartest and the most successful look like you and me. They don't look like a stranger in the bushes or what we're brought up to believe. They look like someone that we would trust, which is why we do trust them.
In Houston, I'm Brianna Connor, ABC 13.
No, this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy ass shit. I mean, if you're talking about that white privilege card, I think this has white privilege all over it. Call me whatever you want to call me. But there's no way in America that a woman is able to get away with sleeping with a 13-year-old boy for 3 fucking years, move into the boy's unit, in the house playing Fortnite with him. That's got me. At that point, bring that motherfucking mama in for questioning. You ain't think that was wrong? You ain't never opened the door. The door was closed. That's negligence to me right there. That's all on negligence. I got so upset because I got little ones that I wish my cousin called me talking about something. A teacher upstairs playing games with him. Girl, if you don't go up there and cut FaceTime on for me right now, let me air this bitch out. I will air her ass out so quick. Go, what the fuck? You can't play video games at your own fucking house, bitch? Are you that lost? You ain't got nobody else to play with? That shit it's disgusting. That's what it is. It's disgusting. They're the most innocent population, them with elders and those who are deemed special needs. Some of the most vulnerable population. You want to do that? Crazy. Must be white. Hey, Kingsmena. I'm coming in late and I already know some BS is going on. Some of my students are as big as adults, but they behave like children. So how she found something attractive is beyond me. 2 months. Child, people have babies in jail. She could have sit her ass in jail. What do you mean? Was she pregnant when she was messing with this child? No. So I guess this kid got all A's. That is just nasty. So I guess he has a 4-year. The parent, they better. I was gonna say they could sue, but they don't even got a lawsuit because there are some things that she clearly failed to do. It first reported to the proper authorities. Good morning, D. Lynette. Got it. Good morning, D. Lynette. Thank you for coming through. It's good to see you. She moved to be closer to him. That's a predator. Hell no. Honestly, the room. Why she even passed my door frame? Bitch, what is going on in my household? I'll be knocking all kind of doors in. Real prison time is needed. What ethnicity? Are they gypsies? Serious question. I'm trying to figure. I think they're both white. Everything is leading me to believe that this child and his family is white. Because I can't. Where's the grandma? Because baby, could be none of my grandsons. No shade, but where was the mama? That's the biggest question. Now we need the video on this one child. Clearly, I'm gonna have to keep finding. Now, Mr. Smith, my third teacher was a built black man. Some of y'all lying saying I wouldn't have smashed y'all teachers. I had all unattractive teachers. I did. It was only until I got to college and I started realizing, like, oh, damn, she needs to be in jail for a long time. She violated a child and her position of authority, darling, and on this scheme. Yeah. She ain't got no truancy paperwork, a cop or a warrant. What the fuck are you at my house for, bitch? Period. The hell, what in American Lieutenant is going on here? They have an S on years. Awful. My third grade teacher had a wooden leg, honey. I didn't want no parts of that. She played Fort Dick. Was that Xbox or PlayStation? That's a shame. this 13-year-old, and now you know he's tainted for the rest of his life. See, this is what happens. These you know, especially boys, they grow up already hyperly sexualized. So now you've been sleeping with a woman, getting satisfied at an early age. What do you think that happens to him in his future? Like, what do you think he becomes reclusive to sex, women, or do you think he now has a way that he carries himself towards women, how he treats them? All of those things plays in a factor. That's why this mother, she really don't understand why it was very negligent for her to be just sitting by the wayside. What, you was watching TV? Don't tell me you was in there playing Fortnite too. Crazy ass. I never wanted an older man because my granny said I would catch worms. Not worms. To be a white woman, y'all. Yep, societal factors. What the fuck? What? I told you there's some religious or other factors that we're not privy to. Yep. She shed white tears and appeared fragile. She'll probably violate her probation. What state this happened in? This was in Texas. This was in Texas. Let me just double check. Yeah, this was Texas. Yep, Houston, Texas. Crazy. Pressure cooker is because she is white. So ridiculous. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, societal factor, female whiteness. This is where I say that white privilege card comes into play. In a lot of these cases, the judges' verdicts need to be reviewed. It should be standard procedure. I agree. If you pull up how many teachers mess with their students, you will see many that look alike. Voodoo. At that age, my daughter is still yelling across the house at her boy. Did they wash they? Didn't they say Mary Kay wouldn't reoffend and she ended up pregnant again? Period. Under the jail, all the way, awful. 10 years probation, serving 60 days. Are the parents happy with that sentence? Because I'm screaming at I'm in the hall in the court show. I'm doing the whole fucking rain dance in the court. I'm calling ancestors and shit. The whole motherfucker. I'm acting a fool. Bitch, are you kidding me? And female privilege sounds like, now this is where you think the federal like the they come in and try to indict her under some civil rights charges. The fuck? How's the judge not discussed it? Give her the max. Actually, the judge was probably high-fiving little man, got his first leg. I think that was happening with the mother too, to be honest with you. What the hell? Sleeping with him for 3 years, the math ain't adding up. This don't gave me a headache, baby. When my kids was in school, you don't close no room doors. Damn that. Not in my house. I couldn't either. My aunt wouldn't play that either. I'm still on how she got past the front door and able to have that boy to herself with adults in the vicinity. Everybody need accountability and therapy. Right. You don't make it past my living room, period. Both of y'all sit your asses like, I put her ass on the floor too. You want to play video games? Go and get down there and play the video games with them. Not gypsies. They get pulled into everything. It was in college that the levies broke. I've heard enough. Was she a teacher or a babysitter? Where is the mama? Baby, I'm going to stay tuned to this one because just like that whole, remember the story about the girl was raped by the man and then he got custody. And then after we talked about it, shit changed quickly. The judge finally woke up and was like, whoa. And then it came out that he raped the girl. I'm still paying attention to that story. They got a new trial date coming up. So hopefully we'll have details and updates on that. So I'll have some updates on this story when that one comes. Now, this story was sent to me this morning. I think it was sent to me last night, but I saw it this morning. Baby, this Florida couple arrested for alleged sexual acts with their dog. Now, I'm just going to give you a high over of the story, and we're going to move on to our McDonald's cold fries story, where the man was shot and killed over some cold fries. Now, this Florida couple is out their motherfucking mind. So this crazy woman, first, let me just give you history on this woman. She's already been arrested for domestic violence, for a minor domestic violence stint for misdemeanor between her and her boyfriend. So clearly that lets us know that she's the aggressor, like she's the one that called the shots. She's been calling the shots in this household for a while. So for over a period of 8 years, this woman has been having sexual intercourse with the dog on multiple occasions. And the boyfriend, Jeffrey Springer, filmed the encounters and saved the footage on a hard drive. Now, the dog has been transported to an animal hospital and checked out. He has no injuries. He's fine. They're not going to tell us the breed of the dog, but both of them were arrested this past Tuesday and charged with felony sexual activity involving animals. She was released on a $5,000 bond, and he was released on his own recognizance. The case still remains under investigation. Now, what the fuck is going on in Florida? What's going on? Florida, what's going on? I can't understand how you get pin a fucking dog down to even do some crazy, nasty shit like that. And then your nasty ass husband want to sit there and record it. I'm glad you bitches got caught. Shout out to the pet. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that shit. Oh, fucking nasty. What a nasty, what? That guy looked like Matt Gales. I blame love after lockup. Baby, you fuck with my dog, and that's a whole fucking problem. That's something else for you. Yeah, that's why I don't leave him with everybody. But they locked up Mike Vick. Right. That's just sick people. Like, how do you wait for the dog to bust a nut? Get your ass out of here. Peter, where y'all at? Couldn't have been a Cane Corso. That's the bottom dog, the Batman dog. I'm thinking it had to be like either a small dog or one of those like golden retriever dogs that just be sitting there laying down on the ground. How do you do that? They're not even attracted to what you're offering, so they're not even getting a rise out of it. That means you literally had to be paying too close attention to your dog. All right, I don't want to gross us out this morning before we start our day. All right, two more stories and we wrapped up around the hot topic. So I know y'all heard about the McDonald's cold fries. I posted this on my community wall. 23-year-old McDonald's employee dies after being shot in the neck over an alleged cold fries argument. Now, this all started because the woman, okay, she's the mother, she went into a McDonald's and she ordered some food. She got her food, she looked in her bag, and she realized that her fries was cold. You know, you grab a fry, it's cold fries, I want some more fries. And she got into an argument with the guy at the counter. He allegedly told her, no, your fries aren't cold, and you chewed them already. And so, you know, it turned into a very heated argument and escalated. So she went outside, she left, called her son. Her son comes up to the restaurant. Now, while the McDonald's guy goes outside, he goes outside into the front of the store. The son comes out and they get into a fight first. And then the guy pulls out a gun and shoots the guy in his neck. And the guy was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now they're charging him. What are they charging him with? I want to say it's manslaughter, or is it the first degree? I think they're charging him with manslaughter because the investigation is still ongoing. The shooting is now being investigated as a homicide. At the time of this, additional information has not been made available to the public. Now, this man's girlfriend is also being charged in connection with this week's shooting. Apparently, she's the one who provided him with the gun to shoot this man in the neck. So let's check out this clip of what happened. Now, look at this young guy. I'm sitting here thinking like you lost the trajectory of your entire life due to an incident that had nothing to do with you, between your mother and somebody. I would have told my mom. And ultimately senseless. Wait. I would have instantly, as I went up there, because I definitely would have went up there, you talking shit to my mother, but I'd have told my mom to get in the car, and I would have had a conversation with that man, and knowing me, I'd have told the bitch, you gonna be fired. I hope you fucking know that shit. And that would have been my whole thing, to get you fired. You didn't put your hands on my mom. We didn't got it. I'm not trying to be no ego bravado. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm not trying to do all that shit. But nigga, no, you gonna get I'm gonna handle you. I'm gonna handle you the right way. It's you at your job. Okay. You ain't have to go this far with no motherfucking cold fries. That's all he had to do. But I think pulling the gun out speaks to people trying to prove something. You ain't gonna talk to me or my mom like that. Well, listen, I'm sure somebody has said something far worse to your mother than you know about. So to do all of that shit now to change the trajectory of your life, what does that really say? What did you really fucking do? Like, come on. I hate when young men do shit like this. Black men at that.
Ultimately senseless.
An argument over an order of French fries sparked a serious fight, according to police. The 23-year-old McDonald's employee is now in the hospital fighting for his life, while a 20-year-old man is now behind bars, potentially for the rest of his life.
It's sad that you think you go to work to get shot and hurt. You know, it's your place of comfort.
Police in Brooklyn arrested and charged Michael Morgan with attempted murder for shooting the victim in the neck. His girlfriend has also been charged because officers say she was the one who handed Morgan the gun. Things got heated at this casual Bed-Stuy fast food restaurant Monday evening around 7 o'clock, according to police, when Morgan's mother wasn't happy with the food she ordered. That turned into an argument between her and McDonald's employees. As the disagreement escalated, Morgan got involved, and things eventually moved outside. That's where police say Morgan's girlfriend gave him a gun. He pointed it at an employee and fired.
It's just all on people just wanting to prove themselves, and it's just an unfortunate situation. It's definitely sad. You know, my heart goes out to the kid.
The McDonald's employee was rushed to a hospital in critical condition. Police caught Morgan as he was fleeing.
It's a lose-lose, you know what I mean? And 2 lives is gone for what? For a senseless moment, french fries?
Interestingly, after questioning Morgan, police tell us they were also able to charge him with murder in a separate incident where he was suspected in shooting and killing a man in 2020 in Brooklyn. Neighbors tell us they're sickened by this violent crime and others like them that keep on happening.
People don't have patience, they don't, and everything is, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna stab you, I'm gonna kill you.
So there's the rest of his life, and they also wrapped him up in another charge on 2020. Just like taking our own little lesson away from this. If you in an incident and you know you got trigger happy people around you or something like that, don't provoke them, don't instigate them, because it could fuck you up and them up. Honestly, I tell my friends that too. Don't ask me to go with you in no store and you got a dispute with somebody in the store. You don't want to take me in there because I'm going to act a fucking asshole. So go in there and do what you got to do. I'll wait right here in the car. I know my triggers. So you should anticipate triggers that you got. Like the mother should have known when you get your son involved, he's going to blow the fuck up. Now you got to live with the fact that your son is going to jail because of something that happened between you and somebody else. And as a responsible adult, really, you think that's the way you should have responded? Like, grow the fuck up. Grow up. It's not that cute. It's not cute like that. I don't find that shit cute at all. I don't. Like, no, child, let me get out of this shit because I'm acting a fool. Child, when I first heard this story, I immediately thought of North Ave, Nate. Okay, that North Ave McDonald's. Are you talking? Listen, baby, I don't go nowhere near that one. First of all, I don't want them people making me let alone a fucking fry. Don't even hand me a fork. No, sir. Called her son. Yes, Brooklyn is wilding. Okay, Rico. Well, I fully understand the need to protect your mama. This just wasn't it. It was not the way. I bet you it was $1 free. And you could be honest. Give me some more fucking fries. I'll pay for them. Whatever. Give me the fries. Here, I'm gonna do more. I think I am gonna do more in the morning shows. I really do think I am. Thank you, VMW. Thank you. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button because y'all know y'all been leaving me hanging. What kind of trifling mother put her son in that situation? I could never. I even tell my cousin, I'm not going in there with you because me and you together will go off on people. My cousin is the one that'll find the issue, and then I'm the one that'll respond about the issue. So us together, no. You just go in and come back to the car and tell me about all the issues you found, and then I'll react in the car to you. Truth be told, the mother had no need to call her son. Really, she didn't. Tri-state area. Yep. Damn shame. The McDonald's worker died yesterday. Yeah, succumbed to his injury. That's so sad. Can you imagine? And now I'm sure, let's talk about what McDonald's should. I'm sure McDonald's should train their employees on how to respond to folks who are a little volatile, who might be a little irate about fries. Like, could you have given her a set of fries? Or could you have de-escalated the situation by offering her a coupon or something to come back at a later date? Like, what could they have done so this man could still be living to this day? And I know it's selfish to put it on McDonald's and them, but think about it. If I'd have gave this woman just some fries, I would still be here. But we gotta, you know how we do. You know how it goes. Bitch, you're not getting no fries. We gave them to you. You got them. You ate them, and you chewed them. You're not getting your fries back. You know how y'all know how it go. It ain't no we even got a front. You know how it goes. I've been there. I've done it before. I'm just saying, as watching something like this, the lesson has been received. Lesson received. Wow, 2 murders. They catch the dog when they in heat. Once they've been with a real bitch, they won't. They don't want other dogs. Wow, you talking about the tacky. Our young men need to learn how to deal with their emotions. I say it all the time. We got to know how. Yeah, we really got to know how to channel those emotions, like when we angry and shit. You know, and I'm not gonna lie. Way back in 2018, before I even had anger management, I used to punch holes in my walls. In my old place in Rochester, I had holes all in my walls. And so when I got poached to come to where I'm at now for a job, I had to leave like that. I couldn't even move out the way I wanted to. My auntie and uncle had to move me out of my place and bring my stuff to me. And when they were pulling stuff off the walls and seeing shit, they saw all these holes in my walls and they were puttying up the holes for me getting it right. But my auntie had to ask me, she said, what happened? What's going on? And I told her, and she was like, oh, that's not good. And that was the first time that I told someone that's what I was doing. And her reaction to me made me realize that I need to get help. I need to figure out what was going on. And I knew what my biggest issues was at the time, but I just couldn't deal with it on my own like that. And I would be punching holes in the walls, especially the walls were so easy to punch through. Now I'd be laughing like I can't believe I used to do shit like that, but we really do. Yes, come talk to us later about Irv Gotti infatuation with Ashanti and not releasing her masters. I got to work this evening, so come back. You know what? And I was reading that story. Y'all, I'll be reading like all these stories. What is Irv Gotti infatuation with all these fucking stories? Ja Rule has even come out to say now the last story he told about Ashanti and Nelly, he knew nothing about. So yeah, you're right. I might have to come back on that story too, because I'm sitting here thinking like, why is he now all of a sudden so interested in Ashanti and what she got going on? The fuck y'all got going on? So you have people who love you enough to address it. Yeah, my TT definitely was like, this is just not cool. All from my living room, in my bedroom, in my second room. She just pulling, and I would purposely cover it up. I would put something on that wall, or I would put like a bookcase behind it so nobody would see. And then I would remember each hole in the wall, what it was from. Like, you know, that was from that incident. And it was just, to me, it was like a release. Like, okay, it's done with. I would know I would go home. That could easily turn into me becoming a, channel that injured to somebody else, Thank God I don't do domestic violence my way or the other way. You ain't hitting me and I ain't hitting you. I got sense enough to know that that's not what I want to be a part of. Oh yeah, my testosterone, a lot of it is emotional, biological. Yeah, that testosterone, I rage like a bitch. I be raging. I rage. He was messing with her while married. Check out Drink Champs later. Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to do that. Thank you, darling Tiana. I love it when y'all be giving me these good topics. Did the Murder Inc. documentary air yet? No, is that supposed to air on BET? Because if it is, I'm gonna have to see if they got a channel where I can watch it without no ads. I don't even want to get them ad viewers. I don't even want to watch the ads. All right, let's get into this other new tea that just came out. Neri sent it to me. Thank you so much, Neri. I saw it this morning, like, what, bitch, what? And so not a lot of people are talking about it yet. So I said, let's talk about it, News Crew. So Miss Sweetie Pie is suing a YouTuber for defamation over comments about her grandson's death. So I'm gonna play all of it. I'm just gonna play it all because I was watching this other guy who did it, the one you sent me, Naries, and I think he was shying away from playing it because it's scary. Fuck it. Everything that I play from this point on is alleged, it's commentary. We're using it to dissect, to offer criticism, critique it. Everything here is allegedly, nothing is factual until proven in a court of law. Okay, that's how I'm gonna put it. So this lady, I never watched her show at all. Her name is Phylly Phyl. So she had an interview with a woman who's supposed to be close to Miss Sweetie Pie. And in this interview, I'm going to be honest with you, allegedly, this woman said some stuff about Miss Robbie Montgomery that really sent her over the edge. A number of things were she's involved in the death of her nephew. She was involved with her son in orchestrating this whole plot, and that she also was messing around or sleeping around with somebody that her son knows. And so this video blew up. It got like over 250,000 views on it, more views than she's ever gotten on any other her other videos. So Miss Robbie, and then the comments, people are in the comments like, I agree. I think she definitely has something to do with it. So Miss Robbie got wind of it and was like, it's time to launch a little lawsuit on you. So the owner of Sweetie Pie Soul Food Restaurant accused an Arkansas-based YouTuber for defamation. She goes on to say that she defamed her by publishing a video in which they accuse her of being involved in criminal activity and promiscuity. What's up with me this morning? Promiscuity. She says that the video, which had nearly 250,000 views on Friday afternoon, features a recorded conversation between Cody and Flint in which the two women accused Robbie Montgomery of crimes related to her grandson's death, including murder and being an accessory to murder. They also accused her of having a promiscuous and adulterous sex life during her time on Being with the Ike and Tina Turner review. So I'm gonna play only of the actual interview. I'm gonna play like maybe 60 seconds of it, and then I'm gonna stop and talk, and I'm gonna play a little bit more of it, and then I'm gonna play the response of the girl who's getting sued, what she had to say. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't say I believe it, and I don't say I don't believe it. I'm just here to listen to what is being said, child. What is being said? Let's listen to this. All right. Now this is Cody talking.
Yeah, I'm calling about the
What?
Sweetie Pie
Okay.
and Tim Norman stuff, okay? I'm in St. Louis, and I know the Normans, and I've been knowing Miss Robbie when she's the background with Ike and Tina Turner.
Really?
And Miss Robbie is the head of all this stuff that's going on, okay?
You think so? Allegedly.
Hey, that boy Andre, who was the sacrificial lamb for the whole thing, okay? Miss Robbie ain't what y'all think she is.
Okay.
Miss Robbie is in this stuff as deep as her son. I knew her son's father. My husband and him used to be best friends. All of them are killers. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Well, she know who you are.
I don't care whether she know who I am or not. I know who she is, and I know that she's not what she pretends to be.
Okay, let me go back to what you just said, because another caller, the first lady that called me, she knew Tim's father. She lived 2 blocks away from him. She said that her husband had said allegedly that Tim's father had killed her sister-in-law's fiance.
Oh, her man, James Timothy Norman the father, killed this guy named James Dyson back in the day in the restroom at Duke's Lounge on Grand Boulevard, okay?
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait.
A man by the name of Smooth Man killed Tim Norman before Tim was born. Right before Tim killed Andre, he had Smooth Man killed. So see, you.
So from listening to this is just the first part of the interview. From listening to this, it made me believe that this woman has some knowledge of Miss Robbie Montgomery and Tim Norman and their family. So I'm like, okay, this might be plausible. There's some wherewithal, but it also made me feel like she's holding some grudge. She's being vindictive. She's out to get her, something like that. So I'm listening. I'm doing just what y'all doing. Like, bitch, what?
Show and used to sing with
The other day said she was
Miss Robbie is the one that sent for Andre. Do you understand?
Well, I will say that this is alleged. I mean, I can look up the James Dyson Oshra. I mean, that's public information that you can look up.
You can look it up, baby. It made the papers. And if you want to know who Tara Taylor Norman is, that is the woman that Tim Norman was married to, that Miss Robbie had to sue in order for them to pay for Tim Norman being born in the hospital. I've been knowing these people since they used to be on the Dave Dixon show and used to sing with Ike Turner down at the Diner Flow Inn, okay?
Okay, wait a minute. The other lady told me that Carol
in St. Louis, listen, everybody in St. Louis knows that. This is no secret. I don't know where Miss Robbie trying to come from, but everybody knew what was going on with her and Ike Turner and all the rest of it. Girl, all this stuff is a big old sham. Don't you understand? That's why she has this belt buckle for years.
Wait a minute. You're taking me too fast. Hold up.
Oh, you're not listening, babe.
This is now look, I can't prove any of this. This is the callers. This is hearsay, gossip information that the caller is saying.
This is what, when you say God, this is the truth. And that he not only got arrested, he got murdered.
Okay.
White people don't let you kill their people and you just go free. Okay?
Well, okay, caller. This is interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I could write a book about it. I can tell you a whole lot of things about it because I was in the midst. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Ciao. So she goes on. It's a 26-minute conversation. In this conversation, she leaks a lot of information, and she talks about how Miss Roby was involved in the death of her grandson, and Tim Norman is the one who catching all the heat when she should be catching some of the heat as well. You really got to listen to it. I'm gonna share it on my community wall. Now, what I find to be interesting is that how quick Miss Roby is issuing a lawsuit, a defamation of character on this individual based on this commentary. If you go to her channel, she's always giving commentary on Miss Roby, Sweetie Pies, that whole entire story. She's never not giving commentary. Even when she's doing other stuff, she's talking about Miss Sweetie Pies, this story. So why this specific video at this moment is she now alleging defamation of character? She's specifically saying that the comments section of this video is defaming her character. The caller in this video is defaming her character. So what about the other times? Because she's had I had to go listen to see, like, she's had other callers on the channel because this video is hidden. You can't find this video on her channel, like just looking at it. You got to type in the title of the video in Google search for it to pull up on YouTube. I literally had to take the copy, the title of the video, put it in Google search, and it pulled it up for me to pull. So I'm finding all of that to be like, is there some truth to this, Miss Roby? And if there is, what is it? The Ike that you was cheating with Ike, and everybody in St. Louis knows that? Is that the piece that you don't want out, or is it the piece that you were co-conspirating with your son for this insurance policy money? I don't know, and I'm keeping my mouth closed. I just want to report it and listen to it. I found it interesting. This is all commentary, allegedly. I don't believe anything that has happened that has not been proven. I'm just here to report on it. Don't get mad at me, child. I think they used to date back in the day. Yes, I didn't know that. I didn't know. That old lady can do what she want to do. Why people mind their old business? They say, like, everybody. I wish my son would punch anything, baby. I was just beating on the walls. Miss Roby can't catch a break. Promiscuity. Yeah, promiscuity. I was having a problem. Now my son is really a good kid, but he's that real quiet child, the ones you got to watch out for. And that's the problem. Yep. Miss Roby got some good food in the STL. I got to go check it out. I've never had none of her food. Miss Roby said, I got time for y'all today talking about my big hip son. And yo, I've been told, yes, okay, I've been told I need to get a gun. I told the person I can't because of my son, period. But you know. Oh my God, wow, yes, somebody get your auntie. That sounds like some Hennessy, okay? I believe she had a big insurance policy on her grandson. Tim was jealous of his nephew. I used to watch the show. I don't want to, I hope she's not involved. What the hell? Why she spilling all this tea? She giving us stories from the pancake house, okay? Not a breathtaking. She told the girl, you ain't listening fast enough. But why sue the YouTuber? It's the caller who was spilling tea. Exactly. It wasn't her. And she kept, in my opinion, the YouTuber was like trying to protect herself. She kept saying, allegedly, this is all allegedly, none of this is factual. She kept trying to protect herself and just to prove, but I think them comments, if y'all go look at the video, look at some of those comments, it's a lot more weight added to it when you have the public opinion saying, yeah, I think some of this might be true. Child, let me get another cup of coffee. She said, keep up, bitch. Right. Okay. Please hit that like button too, y'all. Thank you. Messy. What did the auntie do to get some bad chicken, or did Miss Roby steal her recipes? That's probably what it was. She probably stole her whole recipes. I'm going to use that. Okay, seriously. So this is interesting. Now, after the lawsuit came, the woman sat down, and I took it. It's at 3:05. The woman sat down to issue her commentary on how she feels about being sued by Miss Roby. So let's check out what she had to say. And I love listening to her talk because she reminds me of my folks that are like in the down south. I love that little accent. I love that little accent. All right, let me start this at 3:05 because she smacks for a while. She going to smack into her for a while.
It's gonna be a quick one, guys. They took forever. Look at my hair. Who's that lady? Chauncey? I don't know who that is. I don't know these people that comment. This is entertainment purposes only and allegedly. I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. If you slept with a rabbit, I don't know what you did. One thing I do know, I know what those federal court documents say. I know that Terica, Travell, and Wally confessed and said Tim set up Andre's life to be taken. I bet I know that much. File a suit on that shit. Go file a damn defamation suit on that. Leave me the hell alone. I know Carlita Foley needs justice in Atlanta or Georgia. I know that. Okay. I know Tim paid Travell $5,000 to take Dre out. I know that. I know there was multiple wounds put into Dre by Travell at the discretion of at the order of Tim. Wow, shouldn't that be something somebody's worried about? Not the first asshole to try to take me out on YouTube. I'm really pissed. I want to focus on the trial that's supposed to start September the 6th in St. Louis. Anybody know what trial is going on? Oh. Did Tim Norman set up his nephew's life to be taken? Surely he didn't pay somebody $5,000 to take his nephew out. What is Tim's mama doing? What's she saying about her grandson? I want to know. Run tell that.
I like her.
The comment of the day is, I remember watching an episode of that reality series. It was called Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Have you guys ever heard of it? And the star of the show lost her grandson, and she pleaded to everyone in St. Louis and around the world that was watching to please bring justice for her grandson. Wow, she got justice. Wow. I believe the star of the show, the grandmother said, Andre knew who did it. He knew the person. He wouldn't go outside for someone he didn't know. He wouldn't go outside for a stranger. He got a phone call. That person called him from a burner phone that was purchased by the son of the star of Sweetie Pies. Run tell that.
And on that note, baby, so that's Phylly Phyl from the show. That's the person who hosted. That's the YouTuber she's suing, who had the caller who called in and gave us all those juicy details. So I'll share her video as well if you want to finish listening to her, give her side of it, and then you want to just check out her channel and see what's going on. But we will stay tuned here. She said the case starts in the trial starts in September. We will be definitely actively pursuing that with this backdrop now that all these juicy details have came out. Okay, you see she over there smacking on some food. That was her whole first 3 minutes was her just sitting there. Hey y'all, just gonna be a quick. I'm sitting there looking like, girl, I can't do that. You making me hungry and irritated just from watching you. Let's get to this. So thank you, Neris, for sending that to me. I appreciate it so much. Y'all continue to send me stuff. Yes, I appreciate it. I don't understand that at all. And make sure you hit the like button, you all. I appreciate y'all for being here this morning. I think I'm gonna do my Saturday lives in the morning. I enjoyed this. I woke up and got right to it. Tea with the extra sugar. What did the auntie do to get some bad chicken? Why is auntie run your mouth not being sued? And I hope law Miss Roby said, fuck them pies. She leaving her foot in y'all asses. It's the spilling of the tea. She has had it. There was a lot said. It was a lot said in that live. Yeah, it was. She was running her whole mouth. Auntie said 0 fucks given. Philly has had enough. She did. She really did. She did. She said, you need to be checking that. It's the smacking for me. I bet if the food doesn't have any sign, it will not have any taste. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, Rico. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for stopping through, too. Shout out to Rico. Rico, I'm going to be in New York, too. I was going to hit you up. I'm going to be in New York soon. We got to do, like, brunch or something. Go turn up on these niggas real quick. Do a little brunch. That's all I have for you all, New School. Let me run down real quick what we covered today in today's show. So we talked about Breonna Taylor. We talked about the indictments, how they're all separate on each one, but they're all they're all interwoven. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. You have not been forgotten, and we're still following this case, girl. We still are. We talked about the Brittany Griner prison swap. And how Russia is ready to discuss this, but they want to do it privately. They don't want the U.S. to do any public diplomacy. They don't want us or anything like that. They want to keep it secret, and they're basically saying if you don't keep it secret, we're gonna step away from the table. So, at this point, I think it's best for them to just do this shit secretly. We talked about the white privilege card. This woman pulled out to get away from an arrest stop, and it actually worked. She got away with no ticket. Now she was speeding and driving all kind of ways on an expressway at 3:23 in the morning on her way to a Trump rally in California. She pulled out her white privilege trumps everything card and got away with it. So those police officers are still being investigated, but only on desk duty. We talked about the Kim K and Pete Davidson split. Now, word on the curb is that, it's because of their age difference and the fact that Kanye West has a problem with Pete Davidson being around the kids, and all of that can mess up their pending divorce settlement, property, who gets the kids, what kind of custody. And so it sort of was like, I'll let it go. But do I think they're still fucking on the side? Absolutely. Now, the public is leading us to believe that this is because he's too busy in Australia filming a show and she's too busy being a mom. Yeah, right. Out of all of that, Kanye has another lawyer quit on him, basically because Kanye is not talking to his lawyers and they're not on the same page. Sounds like Kanye to me. We talked about the woman who lit her boyfriend on fire, literally pulled up to a gas station while the man was sitting in the back seat, pulled the pump out, 50 cents worth of gas all over him, lit him up, went round back to her car, drove off, the door still open. He fell out the car on fire. And there was a lot wrong with that story. We talked about that. So check that out. And this is the young man right here. Rest in peace. We talked about NeYo fathering a second child and how I figured she knew this all along and she was just setting up her exit plan. Nothing wrong with that. But we also made mention of the fact that you lose them how you get them. So you losing him the way you got him. We talked about the woman who sexually abused this boy, 13-year-old boy, for 3 years and only gets a 60-day sentence and gets to delay it by a year because she's having a baby. What kind of shit, all kind of crazy shit all over this story. But I'll stay tuned to see if it changes, how sometimes these stories do. We talked about this briefly talked about this weird ass couple who had sex with their dog over an 8-year period. Crazy bitch. Crazy hoe. We talked about the sad incident of this 23-year-old McDonald's employee who dies after being shot in the neck over allegedly cold fries, and it could have been avoided on both sides. Simply could have gave them some. Y'all have so many fucking fries in McDonald's. You could have gave her some more fries, or she could have just left and not called her son or anything like that. Just moved on. It's just McDonald's fucking fries. Now he's dead over his job, McDonald's, and your son is being arrested over McDonald's cold fries. It's fucking embarrassing. Really embarrassing. We talked about the plantation retreat, how the man said his job held a retreat on a plantation, so he showed up dressed like a slave. Now, he did get his point was proven that the HR director who planned this thing on a plantation was fired, and he was promoted and got a small raise and some benefits. However, I think he went a little too far dressing up like a slave. Like, that was a lot. That was a little lot for me. So, okay. And then we finally ended on Sweetie Pie owner sues YouTuber for defamation over comments about grandson's death. Now that, and we played the live where the caller called in with all kind of juicy details. I'm going to share that on my community wall if you want to catch up with that. It's a 25-minute call, so it's not that long. And then I played the woman who's being sued, Phylly Phyl, her response to it, and basically, girl, don't come at me. Come at the people who killed your grandson. Why you this way? You mad at me, but you got a whole suit coming in September. What's going on? So interesting. The trial starts in September. I'm sure that's going to be a hot topic. We'll be covering it here. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all coming this morning for the show. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all Queen Diva. I hope you all know she is too busy busting the seams on dresses that don't belong to her. I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's 80 degrees here now. It's been raining like a hell here, but I hope I have a good day. Hopefully y'all get out. Listen, I am here, even though I may be in and out with my time frames. I'm definitely here. Don't ever worry or think that I fell by the wayside or I don't. I'm not committed to my YouTube channel. I enjoy this. I enjoy sharing just wild, crazy stories with y'all and getting your reaction. I definitely hold myself to beefing it up some more, doing some new stuff. Just let me get over this little hot summer boy I'm having, and we be back to our regular things. Make sure you hit that like. Shout out to the replay gang, subscribers, members, mods. I appreciate you all. And until next time. Deuces. Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman news gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman news.
Good morning.
6:30 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go. Let's start this show.